So we're getting down to the finishing touches. We're here with Chris today. We're going to go in. Come on, let's see what's been happening. It looks a lot different than the last time we were here.
It sure does.
Yes. Wow.
Everything happens very quickly.
Okay, so we're really getting down to the final stages here.
Yeah.
And of course, if you've been following along with us, this is pretty exciting. Last time we were here, we were like literally just electrical and plumbing. Tell us each step that you took in what order.
The way I like to do it is I get my trim installed around the doors and windows, as well as getting the doors installed, the interior doors. Following that, I always do air tile and then paint. The reason for that is it just gives me a clean start to work off of. And then after that, I usually get the floors in, the stairs installed, and then that brings us kind of to where we are right now, the fit up stage.
The fit up stage.
Yeah, which includes the kitchen being installed. Yeah.
So the last time we were chatting about that the inspectors come in and check the plumbing, the electrical before you do the insulation, and then the drywall. What is the next time that the city inspectors come in?
The next time they come in is literally a final occupancy, so it's right at the very end once everything is done, probably about 2 weeks away. But they come in once the house is 100% completed, and then they do a once over, and then that's the last inspection.
And they check everything.
Exactly. So the building process is very front heavy on the inspection period. As you know, once we get the drywall up, there's not much you can see, right? You know, we get about a month and a half of work in before they have to come back and take another look.
And the final one, like you said, just so that everybody knows here, you cannot move into a house without the occupancy permit.
Exactly, yeah.
Everything is signed off.
Exactly. So there's two things that they come and inspect. One is called just the final occupancy, and the other one is just the final plumbing. So they inspect them separately, but at the same time.
Okay.
So they'll come in and make sure that, you know, all the plumbing is hooked up properly. And then there's other codes that they have to look for as well, like the garage door needs a self-closing hinge on it to make sure no, emissions get inside the house. Make sure stairs are the right height, among a bunch of other things.
Yeah. I want to make note here, because before you we can see the kitchen, of course, is going in here. It's pretty obvious. The floor is down.
Yep.
And a lot of people, I don't think they realize that the floor goes down prior to all the cabinets. So tell us why that is.
Well, it depends what you're doing, actually. So with laminate, which is what we're doing here, you don't actually put the kitchen on top of the laminate.
Okay, what do we do?
We cut around it. So what we do is we put the base down first, and then we cut the laminate around it, and then there will be an end panel that covers up those cut marks.
Okay.
So it truthfully depends. You have to schedule it according to what kind of finishes they have. So if they have hardwood floors, then yes, we put the floors in.
Okay.
And then the cabinets on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was ceramic floors, would the cabinets go on top of it? Not that we do ceramic anymore.
We don't really do them. I haven't done one, but I would do it the same way as this.
Okay.
I would have the cabinets in and then do the flooring around it.
So what's the difference between doing it with laminate and hardwood?
Well, hardwood lasts so long, right? So
the cabinets can take the weight of the cabinets where the laminate can't?
Well, yeah, the laminate's not fastened to the floor. It's considered a floating floor. Right. So number one, it can expand and move and shift.
Okay.
So you don't want to have something of weight on it that's going to prevent this area from moving when that area wants.
Right.
Because then the tongue and groove can pull away from each other.
Okay.
Whereas the hardwood product is glued and nailed and fastened in place. It's never going to move anywhere. Exactly.
So I do have, because I know like there's going to be people watching this and you're going to say, why would you want laminate floor in the kitchen? The laminate of today is not the laminate of yesterday.
No, not at all. It's much more durable. It lasts a lot longer. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Water doesn't instantly ruin it.
Not instantly, no. You have to be, you're not going to want to, you're going to want to not be dumping buckets of water on your floor, but it's much more durable than it was, especially if you notice it and you clean it up and you're good.
Right. Yep. So all the painting's done, all the trim is done.
Yep.
We're at the kitchen stage here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to point out a few features that I really like too.
Definitely.
We'll take a walk around, because I'm over your shoulder. I can see that rounded pantry.
Yeah.
And I love that. So that's definitely a new style.
It is.
How long does it take to complete the kitchen?
So this is the first phase of the kitchen where we're using quartz countertops. there's a process called templating, which is where they actually use a laser in any little groove in a wall, because it's wood framing behind that drywall.
Right.
They measure and cut it to fit perfectly against the wood framing.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have a little device that sets up and it shoots the laser across all the walls.
Right.
And then that gives them the information needed to cut it perfectly snug against the wall.
Okay.
And then after that, they come in and install it, and then, get the sinks installed, everything else.
And the plumbing.
Yep.
And then the solid surface countertops are done laser measure after the kitchen is put in here?
After this is put in, yeah. They can install this, and then they come in after and measure it perfectly.
Okay.
That way it never gets messed up, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we've got the kitchen to be finished. I know they're doing the bathroom, so we'll take a little tour around here. And I'm noticing like a lot of holes in the ceiling for the lighting fixtures. So none of the lighting fixtures are in yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the final steps after the kitchen?
So steps after the kitchen, as you know, I call them fit-ups, is
Okay.
what I call them. So that means, your plugs, your switches, your lights go in. The data people will come in, they'll put in their face plates, all that stuff.
Okay.
The HVAC, we have a fully ducted heat pump in this, so they'll come
Okay.
in, they'll put the floor grills in, they'll install the heat pump in the basement. That's kind of a whole week process where I get everybody in at the same time
Okay.
to button all that stuff up. And then after that, depending on the house, I need a second phase of trim so that we can have the baseboards on, because you can't do that before the flooring is on.
Okay. So we've got I noticed that the trim is around the doors.
Yep.
But you mentioned, but the baseboard trim's not up. Why? Because the flooring's already down.
Yeah. So the trim is the first thing that we did after
Okay.
the taping stage, which I believe was the last time that we met. Was
Yeah.
at the drywall.
We didn't.
I think we met at the drywall stage, I believe.
We'll have to look back.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
'Cause
right.
we skipped over the insulation.
That's right.
That's not the fun stage.
That's not the fun stage.
Yeah.
We'll skip those.
So the trim is actually the first thing that came in after that last
Okay.
stage that we visited. And at that stage, basically, the reason we get that installed is because that gets sprayed. They hang the doors, all that. So
Right.
that has to happen before the first paint.
Okay. But at the same time that you're finishing up the inside, you've got the deck is already done.
Yep.
I can see that they're putting a wall in there, and then you'll finish this off with a little bit of grass
Exactly.
on the outside.
Yeah, so they're doing a retaining wall there just because the ground's so high in the backyard.
Right.
And then after that, they'll bring in the grass.
I always ask you this question
Yeah.
at the end. So how long from now is it completely finished? Like when it,
So it'll be completely finished in about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
But the closing date is in 4 weeks. And
Okay.
the reason for that is because I like to do a closing process where once everything is done, I meet in here with the clients, we do a walkthrough of the house, and that gives me an opportunity, if there's any deficiencies that might come up, it gives me some time to address them
To-
before they actually move in.
right. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
this is super exciting. So the next time we come, we're going to be coming through a finished house.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anything else other than like those last little finishes that need to be done at this point?
Yes, so there's a couple little things. So I have my tile guy, he's on lunch right now, but he's actually doing the shower right
Okay.
now. So he's going to be doing that. He's also going to be tiling this fireplace here.
Okay.
The fireplace itself gets installed tomorrow before he starts the tile.
Okay.
And then aside from that, it's just, baseboard going on. The painters come in for a second round of paint.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're going to come back in a couple weeks, and we're super pumped to show off this absolutely beautiful Marchand home. Like I said, this is a custom build,
Yes.
which is really nice. And if anybody can just comment below if you want more information on Marchand Custom Homes, I'll put you in touch with their rep, or I just directly to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get them to the right person.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Sounds great.
Okay.